Good morning everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to discuss Cardano because everybody is discussing Cardano and Cardano is going to flip Ethereum if I'm right with social media. Next to that, Binance Coin is also going to flip Ethereum because Ethereum is shit. All jokes aside, we're going to discuss Cardano in a very normal way with all this nonsense going around. But before that, do not forget to subscribe beneath and like this video. And we're going to discuss Cardano in a way that it could be doing really well, of course. I mean, there's the chances of the interoperability in general. And next to that, there will be multiple platforms. And also, Ethereum is not shit. But Cardano still has to develop lots of stuff. Not going to discuss that, but how are we going to look at the markets right now? Well, we can see that on the screen above here, we've got Ethereum in 2016. And this breakout right now out of those accumulation levels are very similar to what Ethereum did in 2016. Beautiful thing is that it's a very nice nature to be trading altcoins and crypto for the coming 2 years, most likely. Very easy way as well. Still, do not chase FOMO or do not chase green candles, obviously. But it's also showing that Ethereum broke out, never got back. So all those levels in December of this year and the accumulation periods that all those altcoins were into, if it is a fundamentally good project, it's never coming back to those levels. So in that case, we're getting to the next phase of this entire market, which is awareness of blockchain, I guess, and platforms, and more people understanding the potential of DeFi and all that stuff, in which Bitcoin is getting mass adoption already. So those altcoins are breaking out of that accumulation range and starting to make a very heavy move. So in that case, you see, my mouse is gone. You can see that there's multiple levels that there's some sort of construction before acceleration happens, right? And after that, we can see a consolidation period, but more or less after this run, you can see that Ethereum never got back to anything of those regions. Yes, in 2016, it got back to this level, which is basically what should be holding in general. The point that I'm trying to make, that also in 2017, out of a breakout, we saw the exact same. And those retests were not happening too much at all. So you often do not get a re-entry, and once it starts to run, you want to avoid chasing any significant candles, and you want to just be in your position as it goes ballistic in your portfolio. And if you're not into a position, you have to define those levels structured from historical price action. I've done that in the veracity video. Check it out if you did not do it yet. Can Cardano be the Ethereum of 2016 or 2017? I guess it's already doing that. In this case, Ethereum broke out of this accumulation range and made significant all-time highs. In this case, in 2017, Ether was 10 bucks. And it broke the all-time high and started to accelerate to $380. So it made a 40x until it started to consolidate. Cardano right now, and also other altcoins in general, are passing through the all-time high, but not yet accelerating too much. So Cardano made a new all-time high, VeChain made a new all-time high, more altcoins are making all-time highs, but they are not accelerating too much. And now I'm going to flip to Cardano in the perspective that what we see here is that, well, this is not the entire chart for Cardano. I have to get the right one. As you can see, we have a very large move outside of this entire accumulation range. And we've just discussed Ethereum, in which it also did that in 2016 and 2017, and it got into the bull cycle, right? So when we discuss Cardano right now, we can see that it made this very large move. And I'll just erase all this stuff. You can also see that there's those layers in which price consolidates before it continues to run. And you can see that we've got very critical levels that Cardano in general should hold on to. And you've got all those arguments of, hey, there's a bearish divergence, the price is going to drop down. But yes, we also got a hidden bullish divergence. So how am I going to analyze this? I do not all use it too often. Most of the times it's just not valid. What do we have here is that this construction will never ever be tested again. So yes, if it drops below certain levels, we get there, but the likelihood of hitting those levels is not significant. So we did not get a retest of the obvious level because of the fact that we are in a bull cycle. We did get a retest briefly of 70 cents, which triggered entries and it immediately bounced back up. Right now, we do get some critical levels that we have to hold in general for Cardano, which is this entire region around 90 cents. We got higher highs, we got higher lows, and as long as that stays, so this is currently the critical area to hold on to. That's 2. This is the obvious one. If that is lost, I still assume that 90 cents is the next level. But that should be the low. 70 cents got a test, 45 cents got a test, and as we just discussed Ethereum, most likely if altcoins are going to run further the coming months and we get into a higher cycle or a higher value of the market cap in general, Cardano should not drop too low. Also, other altcoins should not drop too low, which means that those levels that we have constructed above here on the chart, that's why you should be seeking for your entry points for this one. And what is going to happen next for Cardano? Well, then you switch again towards the Bitcoin chart of Cardano, in which you can see what the construction means. The construction means that we currently have an accumulation phase or a consolidation phase after an impulse wave. We can see that the all-time high is significantly higher than in 2017. We also know that Theta, Aave, all those projects have been running massively and they even broke the 2017 all-time highs in Bitcoin pairs. So what do we see on the Bitcoin pair for Cardano right now? We do see that it's also not getting back to the levels that we want. This level did not get a test. It might not even reach 1480 sets, but as long as it stays above in this green zone, so we get an accumulation like this, it is ready for the next big move. And as long as it does not break this level, the USD value will not drop to 70 cents or lower. So you should be seeking for those entry points that I've just described with Cardano, also on coins that have been running heavily already. And that becomes quite tricky, because you don't know how to value those cryptos, you don't know how to interpret, how to analyze all the data that you get. So once something starts to run out of the accumulation, you should be in a position already, or you should be using historical price action. And with Cardano, I've just given you very obvious levels to watch. Cardano is still in a consolidation period on both pairs. And once it starts to run, I think it's going to accelerate significantly and pull another 2, 3, 4x from here. And yes, the market is going to be way higher in this cycle than most of you are expecting. But I think many altcoins are going to do what Ethereum did in 2016, and after that another move will most likely still happen. So enjoy the party. I hope this video was informative for you all, and do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll see you again tomorrow.